How do you go about getting physically clear before going live or coaching, being present to everything and not getting too involved in what they're saying? And also, how do you get clear with just performing at a level where you can maintain your energy? I'd like to know, but I'll explain how I do it. Over a number of years, I've looked into the philosophy of what osteopathy does for manual hands-on treatment and what it is about yoga, Qigong, Tai Chi, Pilates, other movement practices. What is it about them that works commonly, and there's knowing about the anatomy and the physiology, and learning about that in osteopathy has helped me to see, because one of the philosophies is that the structure and the function they're interrelated, and these things can change over time and our function can change. Like, say for instance, a table has 4 legs for a reason, so that you can balance things on it, but you can also stand on the table to change a light bulb, or you could use it as a shield if anything was coming at you. Or, there's function does change in response to everything we do as well. Our nervous system learns stuff. So once we practice things over and over again, they become easy to understand, quick enough to do it with muscle memory. That's what muscle memory is, as a term, is known for. And we can either put functional patterns into there, conscious functional patterns, or we can be letting our emotions, reactive emotions, be telling us what to do, and then we learn those instead. So I've come to realise about the lymphatic system as a really essential part of health. So it's just putting these things together. You don't necessarily need to know all the technical details behind anatomy and physiology, but understanding why movement is useful for clearing, helping repair our body, helping fight off invaders, and also taking out the rubbish. And if one of these things, if there's lots of rubbish, if we're still for too long, too often, then there might be some rubbish building up, like the bin men haven't come to collect, and then what happens, our immune system starts to struggle a bit, because it starts to react maybe in different ways. And you might be moving all day, but there might be something else going on. So it's not the way to look at things or do things, but it's an understanding to move. And when you move, the structure and the function changes. So we clear our emotions, we clear stress chemicals, we put new nutrients that we've eaten, and they go into our system and get replaced by the old waste products. So old for new when we move. And there's just knowing the fascia, which is the stuff wrapped around the muscles and the bones, which guides our muscles. And so knowing about these long lever pumps, we call them, which is just literally our upper body shoulder movements and our pumping of our calves, we can create quicker lymphatic flow than just general movement. But there's also vibration as well. So shaking, tapping, all this stuff gets the cells to vibrate, and then that will start from the outer parts of the body, that will start to shift things, and then we want to pump as well. So I call it lymphatic health exercise, but actually any movement will do this, and it's all done in yoga and Qigong anyway. It's just a way of modernising it to help people understand why they're doing it. not just do it, because if you know why, then you do it more. That all makes sense. So that's the basis of lymphatic health exercise, and there's some technical details to it, and I can show a quick example of how you could do 2 minutes before. There's how do you get clear? You can also write down how you're feeling, and that's getting the mind out. And then there's how you do things physically, and a combination of those things is very useful depending on whether it's more mental or more physical. And we won't know if it's more physical and emotional unless we clear that as well. So here's a great what I call a lymphatic health exercise, but it's actually used in Chinese Qigong self-practice medicine for I don't know how long. I couldn't tell you exactly how long, but so all you have to do is just drop your knees slightly, and we're just going to bounce a little bit first. This is just a warm up. We're just going to shake a little bit, go at your own pace. It can be like this, or it could be like this. I'm not going to go into how you breathe at the moment, but this is just a quick sort of wake up the body, bounce a bit. A little bit of dancing, a little bit of shaking. You can tap, and then once you've shooken it all up a bit, just drop the knees slightly, so you've got some space for this area to twist. And then we're just going to let our arms just flap, and they're going to tap on the front and the back of our torso, which is going to create massage for our gut, our colon, get our digestion moving quicker. It's going to help tap the kidneys at the back, just getting clearance. And we can do short, sharp shock version, which is like tapping up to the top there, a bit faster, tapping the kidneys more, hitting the ribs mainly, tapping the ribs. Just do a minute of that, and there's a slow one, so coming round and stretching, calf pumping, so the heel comes down, come round, calf pump, come round, calf pump, and then we're just going much more, twisting through our hips. So that calf pump is going to be helping drain it all up from the below up, taking the pressure off the heart, getting moving. This is all about 2 minutes worth of work. You can do this for 2 minutes, you can do it for 30 seconds, you can do it for 20 minutes, you can do it for, and there's lots of other techniques as well that I've been putting together. But that's the basis of getting your lymphatics moving and feeling clearer. I'd love to know what you feel with that